Michael Beale era at Rangers kicked off with a flying start after they kicked out a monster win against Hibs in his opening game as gaffer. But will he, of course, follow up with another win? We'll take a look at that and more next. That's right, folks. Bouncing on a project video. Today we'll take a look at match number 18, of course, over in Scotland. And we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe button, bang today. All things Scottish football related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We got it all here, boys. Under one roof, of course. Lots of games going on over in Scotland right here, right now. But we are focusing on, of course, the Christmas Eve matches north of the border. We'll take a look at all of it in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are, of course, their patrons. You know who you are. But anyway, let's get cracking and have a look at, of course, what we're talking about. We're talking about this, of course. It is the Cinch Scottish Premiership, of course, and these were the games last time around. So let's take a long hard look at it. Rangers 3-2 win over Hibs. Good fight there by Hibs, though. 3-2 loss. 2-0 win in my eyes. What's going on here? Oh, there was a lot of cancellations, so let's take a look at it in the grand scheme of things. Aberdeen with a 1-0 loss to Celtic. I went with a 2-1 win myself. Hearts 3-1 win over Kilmarnock. I went with a 1-0 win. And, of course, Ross County did lose to St Johnstone. I got that one pretty much as well. 1-0 win as well. So the Livingston, Dundee United and Motherwell and St Mirren games were postponed. This is what the table looks like right here, right now. Hang on. Yeah, that's about right. Of course, Celtic still lead the charge, and they, of course, comfortably so 9 points clear over Rangers. Aberdeen into third right now. Dundee United going down. Kilmarnock or Ross County could join them. We'll see about that as well. What about the Super Brew? That's what you're asking, isn't it? What about the Super Brew? Let's take a little look at the Super Brew right here, right now. Of course, after that stunning display, I don't really move up the table, but let's have a look at it then. Of course, big winners there. Chappers there, 8.5 points. Kingslayer as well, 7.5. I'm up there with 5 points, so I thought I did okay, but not good enough, to be honest with you. If you see your name, smash the old thumbs up button. It costs you nothing. We love to get those likes up there. The more likes, the more competitive this league will be, and the more good, or the greater you'll become at predicting, because the more people are here, you're testing yourself. So just hit the like, do us a favour, get these likes up there, and of course see how we can get on. But the overall leaderboard looks like this: 2018, 94.5 points running around. The Kingslayer, he's up there 89, alongside Chappers as well. Myself, not doing great. I'm down into 17th, non-mover at the time of recording. Now, speaking of time of recording, let's get rid of this. And of course, this is a link here, Cut Before Scott's Picks. It is free. Get amongst it. They're also in the description if you need it as well. So these are the next games, I believe. Yes, but there are a couple of games going on, taking place on the 20th and the 21st of December. I'm not reflecting these in here. They, of course, excuse me, we predicted them games way back in match number 7. So for one reason or another, they were postponed. So those predictions you made way back in 7 should hold if you are competing in the Super Brew. So, but we're not going to focus on them. We're not going to talk about them. We're talking about this games that'll take place on the 23rd and the 24th of December, of course. So anyway, let's get cracking and have a look at Ross County up against Rangers, of course. Taking place on the 23rd. That's a Friday. Pitch of the 17 times 6-0 for Ross County. 13 wins for Rangers. 4 draws, of course. Ross County, though, 33% form for them right now. 2 wins the last 6. Because the Rangers side unbeaten the last 4, 58% form for them heading into this round, of course. Last round, though, in Ross County, it was a 3-3 draw back in January 2022. Ross County, though, pick up a 2-1 loss against St Johnstone. Rangers with a big 3-2 win over Hibs most recently. But the odds right here, right now, heading into this game. 7-1 is your Ross County, of course. 3-1 on is your Rangers, and 92 is your draw. Of course, Beale's Fish and Chips have opened up with a win. A bit of a tight one, of course, but I think they'll do okay here. 2-0 win for them over Ross County to put them in a bit of trouble. Of course, boost Rangers' chances, of course, heading into this one. Next, of course, we have Motherwell up against Kilmarnock. That's taking place on Friday, December the 23rd as well. Locking Horns over at Fir Park. Played each other 96 times 94. 42 wins for Motherwell, 39 wins for Kilmarnock, and 15 draws, of course. Motherwell, 25% form for them right now. Just 1 win in 6 up against Kilmarnock's side. 2 wins the last 6, 33% form for them as they try to move away from the drop zone. Kicking on forward last time around at Fir Park. It was a 2-0 win for Motherwell back in May 2021. There was a relegation zone, it was, the relegation round. It was way back last season. They also played each other this campaign back in August in Kilmarnock. It was a 2-1 win for Kilmarnock as well. Kilmarnock picking up a 1-0 win over Hibs way back when. Of course, that wasn't the last game. The last game was against Hearts, 3-1 loss it was. As for St Johnstone, they picked up, what are we talking about? They drew with Motherwell back in the last time of asking, of course. Anyway, kicking off forward with the odds. We have the odds for this one. 20-19 on is your Motherwell, 5-2 is draw, 14-5 is your away win here. We are backing, of course, 2-1 win for Motherwell. They're in 9th. That could actually put them up as high as 8th, depending on what goes on elsewhere. Meanwhile, Celtic up against St Johnstone, of course, on the 24th. Of course, they are taking on Livingston on the 21st. But of course, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this. Played 72 times in 1997, 56 wins for Celtic, 8 wins for St Johnstone, 8 draws, of course. Celtic, they're winning 4 of the last 6, 67% form for them right now. St Johnstone unbeaten in the last 6 games, 83% form for them. They're up to 5th in the table right here, right now. Of course, last time around in Glasgow, it was a 7-0 win way back in April 2022. They also played at St Johnstone way back in October this campaign. It was a 2-1 win for Celtic. Celtic, they're picking up a 1-0 at Aberdeen most recently. And of course, St Johnstone with a big 2-1 win over Ross County. Of course, the odds right here, right now for this game, without bearing in mind the midweek game, 12-1 on is your Celtic, 8-1 is your draw, 22-1 is your Super Johnstone. Of course, they're not going to win, are they? Going to go with a big, comfortable 3-0 win for Celtic to take 3 points and move the chains as well. St Mirren against Aberdeen as well on Christmas Eve. Played each other 56 times this year, 2012 wins for St Mirren, 27 wins for Aberdeen, and 17 draws, of course. St Mirren just 1 win in 6, 40% form for them right now. Aberdeen winning 3 and losing 3 over the last 6. That's 50% form for them. Of course, last time around over at St Mirren, it was a 1-0 win for St Mirren back in January 2022. They also played each other this season over at Aberdeen. It was a 4-1 win for Aberdeen way back in August. Aberdeen, though, losing to Celtic most recently. St Mirren with a draw against Rangers back in, of course, the 12th of November. The odds right here, right now, coming at you. What have we got going on? Coming at you. We got 7-4 is your St Mirren, 11-5 is your draw, 13-8 is your Aberdeen here. Going to go with a draw here, point apiece. Of course, some former managers locking horns here. But kicking off forward is Dundee United up against Hearts of Midlothian, of course, coming at you over at Tannadice. Now, these two sides have played each other according to my 77 times since 1994. 25 wins for Dundee United, 39 wins for Hearts, 13 draws, of course. Dundee United, though, just 1 win in 6, 70% form for them right now. Hearts, 40% form for them, winning 2 times the last 6 heading into this game as well. Last time around, though, over at Dundee United, it was a 3-2 win for Hearts back in April 2022. Of course, they also played each other this season back in August. It was a 4-1 win for Hearts as well. Hearts, though, picking up a 3-1 win of Kilmarnock most recently. Dundee United with a 1-0 loss to Aberdeen. Of course, that was pre-World Cup break. That is correct. They are also in action against Rangers tonight when I'm recording this, of course. But the odds right here, right now, we've got Dundee United 2-1 for the victory. 5-4 is your Hearts. 5-2 is your draw. We are going to go with a 2-0 win for Hearts here. Dundee United are in trouble. I don't know what they're going to do. Anyway, Hibs against Livingston coming up at Easter Road. We'll save the best till last then. 43 times they played since 2001. 22 wins for Hibs, 15 wins for Livingston, and 6 draws, of course. Dundee Hibs, 5 defeats on the spin, 17% form for them right now. Dundee United, though, just 1 defeat. Livingston. What am I thinking about? Livingston, 1 defeat at the past 5, 58% form for them heading into this. Last time around, though, over at Easter Road, it was a 3-2 win for Livingston back in January 2022. They also played each other this campaign back in the Tony Macaroni Stadium. It was a 2-1 win for Livingston way back in August. 3-2 loss for Hibs last time around against Rangers. Livingston picking up a 1-1 draw against Hearts back in November as well. They're taking on Celtic tomorrow. But the odds are right here. 65 on is your Hibs, 12-5 is your draw, and 10-3 is your away win here. We are backing, of course, we're going to back my boys here. 2-1 win for Hibs. They are in trouble here, and Lee Johnson could be on his way out, I think, if things don't pick up very, very soon. However, a couple of wins and you're right back into third. So it is very, very tight at the moment in the Scottish Premiership. But anyway, that's my take. And if I'm right, this is what the table will look like. Celtic, of course, would be top. Rangers in second. Hearts, Aberdeen, and of course the chasing back. Dundee United and Kilmarnock are looking in a bit of a trouble, and of course doesn't seem to be getting better this coming week. Anyway, kicking on forward. If you want to get involved, cut forward to Scott Picks. It is free. Get your name in lights, and of course we'll see who comes out on top next time around. And speaking of next time around, the next round of games are on the 28th of December. I will be recording these this week. Of course, I've got a very, very busy schedule coming up and don't have the time in between these games to record the videos over the next week or so. It's going to be quite hectic over here. So I'm going to be recording the 28th games and the games for New Year's, the 2nd of January or whatever, ahead of time. So you'll see when they come around. Just keep going with your Super Brew. I won't be updating the Super Brew. I won't be showing you. You can just keep up to it. Well, I'll update it when I come back and things are back to normal. But between now and then, they're all going to be recorded this week. So just bear that in mind. But until then, my mind, the form will have a bearing on a lot of these games. But I will try to, whatever. You'll see. Anyway, until then, guys, subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell. Until then, I'll see you soon.